Greetings, my excellent friends. The mark of the true degenerate gamer. I just bought a Steam sale game while waiting for my stream to start. But in my defense, Control Ultimate Edition for $6. $6. Yeah. Anyway. That is squared away. It is the last stream. Tell me more about this game and where it's from. From what I could tell, it was in your I have played this list, so you might find it in your library. And according to the paperwork I have in front of me, you spent 18 hours of your life on it. So I'd say you'd know more than me. Am I going to play it? God knows. But for $6, I'm happily putting it in my library for 5 years, right? I can't remember whether I have a save state to load or not. Let's actually see if we can do a manual load, because I very rarely do that in this game, which is what caused me the... Is Remedy Finish? I have not actually played a Remedy game. I own Alan Wake on Steam, but my understanding is that there's a remaster of it that's only on Epic, and that I don't know whether that's the one to play or not. But I never played Alan Wake. I've never played a Max Payne. I have never played whatever else they've done. But I want to, and buying that for $6 is probably a start. Hey. I've seen the song. I've seen the song they did for Alan Wake 2, and it's incredible. Level 81 Holy Bastion, I'm pretty sure this is where I finished last stream. The commands have been loaded up. The stat matrix is full, but for this last debug. We have ultimate weapon. Yep, there you go. We need 4 more trophies. We're going to get 2 from this last system sector, and then we need to do 2 speedruns. I am thinking of Olympus Coliseum, because I've already done the first 5 layers enough that I think I could do them in 10 minutes. And actually Castle Oblivion, because most of the world is very quick. In fact, you can see that those 2 have the smallest numbers. Those are both 10 minutes or less. Everything else is 15, except for 7, which is half an hour. So those would be the 2 I would be inclined to try and get done. We might wrap all this up before I run out of stream time. If I have enough time, I will probably just boot up Marvel Rivals for a bit. But we're not going to go for the third, for extra trophies. Because really, if we look at it, there's these 2, which I cannot get. Well, I believe you can, but you need to like leave your game on with another emulator instance and basically mimic the tag mode. It's not really multiplayer, but you know how the DS and 3DS had this sort of like communicable thing where you'd like street pass or whatever, spot pass, I think was the 3DS term, where you would have your DS on, it would communicate with other DSs, and they wouldn't so much send each other things as both of your DSs would just acquire things by virtue of having done it. I know Fire Emblem Awakening had that shit where a bunch of stuff would unlock just from leaving your DS on, walking past other people with DSs. So you mimic that, it takes a long time and it seems very, very thankless. So why would I bother, right? So those 2 are flat out, right? Weapon Wizard, I think, will just take too much grinding compared to the time I have left to do it in, so I'll probably do a speedrun instead of that. And then these two, do every world on critical and every world on 1 HP, would take longer than the speedruns because it requires doing every world. So... And that's it. That's it. We got 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12. Minus the 2 speedruns we will do. Back to 10. I thought I already talked about all of that. I was very disappointed to hear that the Hitman target is already fucking here, because I really don't want to do it right now. No, I would not play it today. I certainly I said yesterday that I wasn't going to do it today because it's too early, and I don't like doing new elusives until enough documentation has been built up around them that I'm not going to have to take any risks. Yeah, look, I'll probably do a stream to do the new content. Woohoo, fuck this. But, like, later. Anyway. The last place to do things in is Agrabah. Well, the last place to do non-speedrun trophy filling is Agrabah. We have a system sector at the palace gates. Well, I've said before that elusive targets annoy me because of their time-based factor, and also the whole failure means forever. That said, I have an unbroken streak since I started playing in 2022, and you know what? It's because I have to, and at this point, the majority of them are very inoffensive because they're always repeats. You know how to do them. They're very quick. You log in 5 minutes every week, right? It's not hard. Which is why I actually don't like new content in Hitman anymore, because the only new content they ever fucking add is elusives, and elusive new content is always a pain in the ass. Like, it doesn't matter if it's designed well or not. Elusive new content is a pain in the ass for 2 reasons. Number 1, I have to learn new things under the pressure of failure, and number 2, I have to fucking stream it. Which would be good if I was allowed to fail and experiment, but because I'm not, it's always an awkward stream that I don't really want to do. Because... I mean, it's because of elusive. Like, it's because of the way the elusive system works. It's like, alright, so how much effort versus research do I do here? Because if I look it up... Because the way they do it with the arcades, right? The sensible thing to do is, okay, go in blind, play the arcade, see what happens. What invariably happens is I fail level 2 of the arcade, because level 2 of the arcade sucks every testicle known to man, because it's, you're not allowed to get caught. Right? And so I then get locked out for 12 hours and have to go back and do it later, which is annoying. But, like, if I... Okay. What I would like to do is to finish everything. Do the elusive target, secure it, finish the arcade, secure it, and then stream it later. Stream the arcade later and be like, hey, this is the new content. But if I do that, then I may as well not do it, because then I've already learnt it, and I'm not showing off anything interesting on stream, right? So I have to do that part first, but I don't want to, because then I have to fucking wait and come back later to do it, like, the way I want to do it, which is by learning all the answers and getting it for free, because the content is not fun the way it's presented. It would be fun if they presented it as any other fucking thing than an elusive, but they just keep wasting all of their fucking creativity and effort, shooting themselves in the foot, making interesting maps with their shoelaces tied together. Like, here's good stuff, but we're going to kick you in the balls while you play it because and I'm sick of it. I was sick of it last time and the time before, but now I'm just like, oh god, again? I was really hoping that they would stop. Forever. Genuinely. I was like, okay, they have a new game they're working on now. Please stop making Hitman stuff because I'm tired of pretending I like it. Or rather, I'm tired of pretending I like the way you do it. Like, if you're going to make more Hitman stuff, could you please make it sensibly? And stop wasting everybody's time with your system? Because you can make good content, you do make good content, you just have a bad system, and that system completely ruins the good content, at least for me as a streamer. Not streaming, it's easy enough for me to do, but I just cheat. I just look up how to do it successfully and follow those steps exactly, and then it's over. But then I'm still wasting it, aren't I? Yeah, the approach is weird, because I haven't bought any of the DLC elusives because I do them when they're available for free, right? And that part is alright, but yeah, the fact that they always do it as a two-tiered arcade where the second level is like insta-fail conditions mixed with this whole 12-hour comeback tomorrow, I'm tired. I'm sick of having to do that once every 6 months. Like, am I gonna play the new one? Definitely. Am I gonna stream the new one? I feel like I have to, and maybe that's a sign that I shouldn't. Wow, these guys do not have a lot of health. But, like, it's pretty telling that they announced new Hitman content and my reaction was, oh! Like, not for the co-op thing. Co-op thing sounds good because that's probably going to have, you know, an actual sensible set of conditions. That'll be fun. They didn't say anything about when that was coming. I'm just going to assume 2026. But that'll be fun. That'll be fine. Because it's finally broken out of the bad model, which they've been doing for ages. So yeah, I love the idea of Hitman. I just think that the one specific aspect of Hitman is and has always been just complete, utter garbage, and it's the only aspect that they still support. And that's crushing. There was a roadmap looking picture? Yeah, the roadmap didn't have co-op in it. It's the same season roadmaps that they always do, isn't it? Season of the High Stakes roadmap. We have celebrity exclusive target, play for free until July 6. Premium content. That's just items. Elusive targets. Basically, is starting July, there will be one every week for 8 weeks. That one's annoying, that one's annoying, that one's fine, that one's fine, that one's fine, that one's annoying, that one's fine, that one's annoying. There's challenges, which don't count because it's not really content. There's featured contracts, which don't count because it's not really content. And then there's Twitch drops, which don't count because that's not really content. Yeah, no, there's nothing about co-op in there. You're talking about a different picture. Where? Thank you for reminding me that OBS doesn't auto-toggle my streamer mode anymore, even though it should, because it's told to. Well, it says 2026 for the old games, except for Blood Money for some reason. It's the old games. What are they doing? Remastering them? Whatever. Stone and Knight team up with a friend. That's the co-op version. Doesn't have anything. Yeah, you're right. Doesn't have anything about when. But it's located at the bottom of the list, and the middle of the list has 2026 on it. Oh my god, there's 2 new fucking celebrities! Fall 2025 and Jesus Christ. I have to do this 3 times this year. Yeah, no, I think I'm done. I don't think I want to. I'll play them. Just get them out of the... Why are they elusive? Just kill that system and make good stuff. I would rather they didn't make anything than make it this way. Maybe I should look into that Peacock thing. Which is it's a Hitman server that runs itself separate to your Hitman game. But, see, I wanted to use that to actually replay it from the start one day. I don't want to use that just to slide in. I don't actually know how the celebrity elusives even work on there. I might not. Or you might have to pay for them. Whatever. Recommended level 50. Take damage no more than 9 times. We'll bounce around a little then. We got the ultimate weapon, we should be fine.
It's over!
We're on like beginner, maybe? We are. We'll move to standard. I don't know if it affects how much Keyblade EXP you get. Which is kind of the thing I'm interested in. The only thing you know about Peacock is you can download a mod along with it to play Ghost Mode, and there's also something about Sniper Assassin co-op. I don't remember Sniper Assassin co-op, but I think that was the original use of those 2 characters. Every Hitman... Yeah, that was it. That was what those 2 characters were about, whereas Ghost Mode was like... Well, it was you and a ghost, right? But Sniper Assassin, when it was ported forward, did not include co-op. Yeah. The way Peacock works for elusives is that you can play them all whenever you want. It doesn't have the timer system, it just has a big list of them. I don't think... I think Sam has used Peacock quite a bit and would know how it works, because I recommended it to him, and he quite enjoyed it. The idea is you can port over your official server's progress, or you cannot. And my concern is I don't want to load it up just and like port my progress over to play the elusives and then lose the chance to start afresh without, you know, having to fuck with things. Yeah, I'm familiar with Ghost Mode. I just didn't obviously play it because I didn't play Hitman 2, but I know about that. So it's... You do a certain thing where you set up a server on your own computer and then you tell Hitman to connect to that instead of to IO's server, and so it won't affect your IO account's progress at all, and you can basically play Hitman again and do all the challenges again and get all your mastery again and you know, do the thing that you can't do without permanently... Because, like, I can't reset my IOI account, right? And there's a simple reason for that, and it is because of fucking elusive targets. It's because you can't go back in time. If I decide I want to play Hitman from the start again, cool. Now you've lost your elusive target streak all the way up to 2020 whenever you make that decision, right? You can't go back in time. So all of the elusive target shit that you did up to that point, you may as well not have done. So it's impossible to do, right? Unless you've got some sort of brain that doesn't bother you for these things. But on Peacock you can, because it doesn't affect it. You can do it thousands of times, and the elusives are even handled better in that one. So, great. Hitman doesn't need save states in anything except elusive targets, which I've always maintained are this god-awful black spot on a really good game that I really hope they do nothing like that in anything that they make in the future. Like, if they make more Hitman, it would presumably be a new start, a new engine, and hopefully they can ditch the system. If they add something like that to their James Bond game, then they have learned fucking nothing. What I'm hoping is that Stipp is right and that they feel sort of trapped by the system and like, hey, it's too late into Hitman's development cycle to not use these, so we're just going to keep doing them. I hope they're sick of them. I hope they want to never do a system like that again, and that they never do, because it is garbage.
It's over.
Hi, Viking. You have a definitive date on when you achieve the ultimate RuneScape No Life achievement. So long as they don't add anything massive. How far away is that? You have 2 time-gated things left to do, as I recall. Oh, that's not close. Wow. Wow, good luck with that. I mean, you don't need good luck, you'll do it, but that's a shame. The James Bond game has cosmetic rewards because the newsletter email you got said that you've received an exclusive skin and gun. What did you do to receive an exclusive skin and gun? Do I get an exclusive skin and gun for this game that I probably won't buy for 3 years? Unless someone buys it for me, which Sam might. He's a huge Bond fan, and usually when Sam's a huge fan of a game, I end up getting it. But we'll see. Like Metal Gear Solid, Forza, I didn't have to pay for those because Sam loves them. Even Tomba. That said, I wouldn't play the James Bond game without first actually fucking immersing myself in James Bond stuff. Like, I would have to sit down and go through those movies, I think. Because I've never seen a single one. I think I saw Casino Royale in theater, and that was it. The only thing I really know Daniel Craig for is Benoit Blanc. To the point where I think I'm going to have trouble taking him seriously as an actual secret agent now. I'll be like, what, where's his accent? Why isn't he funny? See, that's the thing. I don't subscribe to newsletters because I don't want to be sold anything. That's not true. I don't like... I unsubscribe to every bit of email that I get from anybody. I don't mind being sold things, I just don't like emails. Take damage no more than 9 times. Again! Okay. Well, I won't congratulate you till October 19th then. I have in fact taken one hit. Oh no! I wouldn't call Sam a rich friend, I would just call him generous and passionate about certain things. Oh, I'm sure he'd be happy to hear that. Oh, okay, so you don't want to go into the rune spam. You don't want to grind that. You just want to do the cheap way out. I was also going to suggest financially responsible Arceus, but I don't want to speak ill of him when he's not here, and also I'm literally extolling him being kind to me. Seems like a terrible way to repay him. Even if he'd find it funny. I mean, he hasn't steered me wrong, like... All of those things were good. One day we'll get Volume 2. It's funny because obviously MGS5 exists and can be bought pretty cheaply on Steam. It's just I refuse. And it's not necessarily because like people say, well, you know, the fifth game chronologically, like you don't need to play 4 first. I'm like, well, yeah, I do, and there's a reason why, and it's not because chronological. It's because of there was a short. I think it was just a clip from a stream of Josh Strife Hayes. And he was responding to someone in chat who asked Skyrim when. And what he said was, the problem with Skyrim is that I have played Elden Ring. And went on to describe how his experience with Elden Ring was so good that other games of that genre, open world adventure, greatly worsened in quality and desire for him as a result. It's because I have played this thing that is so good that now this thing that used to be just fine is bad, and I'm seeing the cracks and the flaws. And now I haven't played Skyrim or Elden Ring, so I can't comment on that. I'm just repeating the story, right? But I try to avoid playing shiny new things before I play older things if I intend to play both, for that exact reason. I felt it when I went through the Yakuzas, because with Yakuza, you start with Yakuza 0, which is a prequel that was made between games 5 and 6. Then you have remakes of games 1 and 2, which were made after 0, so that's fine. But then you have to play a remaster of 3, which is from 2010. And that remaster pretties it up, but it doesn't change the nuts and bolts. And those nuts and bolts are pretty rusty. And that is quite the clunky fall from grace, and it's the reason why 3 is the only Yakuza game I never 100%ed. Because, yeah, it was tough. It was not hard tough, but like tough to stomach and stand so soon after Shiny. And then you get to 4, which is a bit better. And you get to 5, and you're almost at 0 quality, apart from the spawn rate. And you're good from that point on, but I hate that clunk down, and I try to avoid that clunk down whenever possible, which is why I always try to go for release order for things. So the idea of playing 5 and then maybe playing 4 when Vol 2 comes out, oh no, that'd be terrible. That would be self-sabotage, and I'm not going to do it. That's why when they release the Trails in the Sky First Chapter remake, I will not be touching that until I am caught up on Trails Total, even if that means going back to the original Trails in the Sky for a replay if I ever want to. Because I don't want to skip a decade or a decade and a half of that game or that franchise's mechanical advancements. And ruin the early side for myself until I'm good and ready. And it's why when I started streaming Hitman, if we go back to Hitman, I know I just spent ages being very annoyed at Hitman, but I love Hitman, I do. It's entirely my issues with the elusive system. Before I streamed Hitman, I spent about 2 or 3 weeks doing playthroughs in my own time of the original 5 Hitman games, including the bad one, Absolution, which I greatly enjoyed. Because it had a couple of advancements that I quite liked, as well as a number of huge mistakes that I tolerated. Which the new trilogy then proceeded to incorporate all the good stuff and get rid of all the bad. So, if I went and played Absolution now, I don't think I'd be able to. If I went and played Blood Money now, I don't think I'd be able to. If I went and played the even older ones now, I don't think I'd be able to. But I have. And I needed to. And as a result, I got to enjoy all of the little references and in-jokes that were made, and understand the context and history of the series. Now, I didn't stream those, I'm pretty sure because I didn't want to stream old games, because for the older ones I cheated a lot to get through them. I played sometimes I play really, really old games like a tourist. I call it playing it like a tourist, where I'm not really, well, like a tourist at a museum, specifically. I'm not really playing them the way they were intended to be played. I am looking at them like an ancient artifact and trying to see what I can glean from its bones. Which means if I encounter a wall, I will just cheat through it. If I encounter tedium, I will just cheat through it to get to the end and see, oh, look at all this ancient artifact, pretty. I'm not engaging with it the long, slow, hard way. Because I'm not really there to play that game. I'm there to play the game that came after it. But playing that game is part of my journey and understanding. And sometimes I'll just watch it on YouTube if it's especially egregious. Like, a couple years back I decided, since I had only ever played Grand Theft Autos 4 and 5, that I wanted to play the PS2 era of Grand Theft Auto, from 3 through to Vice City Stories. But the first thing I did was I took a look at Grand Theft Autos 1 and 2, which were very different games. I couldn't play them. I tried, could not. Not even cheating. This was just miserable. So I got my best idea of them on YouTube, and then after that I went to Grand Theft Auto 3, which also required cheat codes because that game's rough. But I managed that one. Then I played Vice City, which did not require too many cheat codes. I had to rebind some controls in order to play the fire engine, because that was awful. But otherwise. Then I got to San Andreas, which was actually completely pleasant right out of the box, and yeah, it was good. Persona is a weird one, Guan. If I had never played a Persona right now, I would play them my normal way. The thing is, back in 2017 and earlier, I was less... I didn't have a standing PC. I had consoles and a really bad PC, so I would just play what I had the opportunity to play back then. So Persona 5 I just wound up playing because it was so highly regarded. And at the time we got Persona 4, there wasn't any option to play Persona 3 that was like comfortable and good, and Persona 4 was $20, I think, and somebody bought it for me. So and I haven't played a Persona since. I haven't played a Persona since back then. So it's a bit late now for that series for me to engage with it the way I normally do. But yeah, that is a strange one. And there are ones that I've played out of order. Like I played Fallout 3 before I played Fallout 1 and 2, because I was a kid, and yeah. But then there was a point in which I was like, I'm going to play all the Fallouts, and I played Fallout 1 and Fallout 2. Then I went back to 3, and then I went through New Vegas, and did 4. Whether I stream Persona 5 Royal or Persona 3 Reload depends on one thing and one thing alone. Does either A, Persona 3 Reload get a really good sale, or B, somebody decide they want me to play that enough to buy it? Don't do that now, because I would not do either until Kingdom Hearts is done. At the moment, my intention is Clair Obscur, Dream Drop Distance, the faff between Dream Drop Distance and 3, and then 3. Nothing will get in the way of that. Those 3 are the next major things. If something else comes up, it'll be after Kingdom Hearts 3. As for Melody of Memory, 2 things with that. Number 1, it's not on Steam, and I don't know when it's going to Steam, and I don't want to buy it on Epic. Number 2, I'm actually not sure how streamable that game is, because it is music-based. Anyway, take damage no more than 7 times. So this is just the same challenge over and over again. Great. Yeah, no, Trails in the Sky, its acronym is officially TITS, which is funny because I never thought about that when I was playing it, and Guan never brought it up, presumably because Guan's sense of humor is mature. And I never talked about the game with Snip, so it never got pointed out to me. But yeah, you're right, it's tits. It was never that funny again, right? Like, Trails... After Trails in the Sky, it's Trails from Zero, which is not as funny. Trails into Azure, which is TIA. Trails of Cold Steel, which is TOX. Trails through Daybreak, which is TTD. Yeah, no. You can't beat tits. What else did I not play in... What else have I played or not played in release order? Yeah, when I decided I wanted to go through all the Zeldas, I started from the fucking NES games. Didn't play those without cheating, but once I got to A Link to the Past, I never needed to cheat again. In fact, I think the last Zelda game I played was Minish Cap, because I literally was just playing them in release order, darting from 3D to spin-off. But then I decided to play something else instead of moving on to Twilight Princess, and then that was 4 years ago and I haven't gone back. We'll get there. Did I play all the Final Fantasies in release order? No, because I've never played 5 or 6. I've never finished 3. Or 2, I think. But again, those started when I was much younger. Trails Beyond the Horizon, TBH. What's Beyond the Horizon? Is that Kai? Is that what they're calling Kai? Is that what they're calling the return of Kevin Graham and also some other guys, I guess? I think that's the saddest part about that game, is that it isn't just Kevin all the time. As all games should be. I say that having not met any of the protagonists that came after him, so I will probably change that opinion later, but... From my understanding, the Cold Steel dude in particular is, like, depressingly overused. Maybe he's really cool, but... depressingly overused seems correct. This is his 6th game as in a major protagonist spot. Like, Christ alive, let the man retire. Because my understanding, as someone who has only played the first 3 games, is you have Estelle for the first 2 games in Sky, and then Kevin for the 3rd, yay. Then you have the same dude for 2 Crossbell games, and then the Cold Steel guy for 4 Cold Steel games. Then you have a 5th game which has the Crossbell guy come back, the Cold Steel guy as well, and then a 3rd person who I don't know, as shared protagonists who each have their own, like, story. It's basically a 3-party game. So at this point, Crossbell guy has had his 3rd game, and Cold Steel guy has had his 5th. Then after that you go to Daybreak, there's 2 of those with another new guy. And now Beyond the Horizon is back to the whole 3 people idea. Except it's Kevin, yay. The Daybreak guy, obviously. And fucking Cold Steel guy again. Let the man retire. Nobody needs 6 games. Except Kevin, he can have 6 games if he wants. Cloud Strife should be allowed to retire too. Also, I don't mean appeared in 6 games. I mean main protagonist of 6 games. Because yes, Cloud has been in more than 6 games. He's been in Final Fantasy Tactics and a bunch of Kingdom Hearts. But as far as being the lead, I'm pretty sure, other than Final Fantasy VII and the remake trilogy, I'm pretty sure that's just 4. Like, has Cloud been the lead in any other game? Yeah. Estelle and Joshua. And, like, Joshua is arguably equal to Estelle in Sky 1 and 2. Well, no. In Sky 1, Joshua is arguably equal to Estelle because he's there constantly. In Sky 2, he is absent for a while, and you would therefore say that he's, you know, not equal to Estelle. But arguably, Estelle and Joshua are the protagonists of their set. Then I'm pretty sure there's 2 characters who have never been the protagonist at all, but are in an incredible number of games, right? Olivier and Ren. I'm pretty sure they have, like, an extensive list. Trails is a funny series because, as I say, I've only played the first 3, but so I don't really know what happens in the future ones, but I sort of know what the cast lists look like because, while I was curious and I don't really care about that sort of spoiler, plus apparently a thing in Trails is that they're very bad at killing people off, so you can just assume that everybody's just going to hang around forever. I was reading a complaint that says, hey, there's no stakes in Trails because they just refuse to let anyone die. Blue Blanc, that's true, yeah. Blue Blanc, the anti-red-white. Ooh, Snip, that's actually... those would count. If Cloud Strike was the... Strife was the main protagonist of FF7 Snowboarding and FF7 G-Bike. That would bring him to 6. Alongside 7 and all 3 of the remakes. Though, he's only in 5 so far. 6 hasn't been released yet. Probably won't for, what, 3 years? What was the... Remake was 2020, Rebirth was last year? Before? So, 28 would be a reasonable expectation for Final Fantasy VII. Retire, please. There's also a default playable character in the Theatrhythm. I hate that name. But I hate elusive targets more. Bugger off, Eliminator. I don't need you anymore. I have evolved beyond you. Take damage no more than 4. Jesus Christ! The system sector has a theme. Alright. Ooh. We definitely want Undo. That's... Actually, yeah. An Eliminator fight would actually probably be pleasant with Undo on. Or at least acceptable. It's got 4 levels left to gain at most. Possibly 3 if there's a one where we get 2 things, but... Maybe I could max this Keyblade out. Maybe we could just, like... I don't know what the EXP gain looks like. I'll take a look. When we get out of here, I'll see what happens if I just, like, walk in and out of the area full of Heartless with HP 1. They do need to stop giving protagonist roles for the Cold Steel guy. I'm just... You can say his name. I'm not trying to spoiler lock names here. I just don't fucking know it. I do know the Daybreak guy's name. I know that his name is Van Arkride, because that name just sounds really cool. Kinda.
I never affiliate with anyone who isn't prepared to drown me in money.
Or should you? Thank you for the Prime sub. I appreciate that. Sean Chiplock is running out of voice depth. Are you saying that as the guy gets older and more jaded and battle weary, his voice goes down? But he can't go down much further without sounding ridiculous? Do I get Keyblade EXP for whacking these blocks? That's the question. I'm currently at 90. Let's whack these blocks and see if it goes up. I know I get clock, but do I get EXP? No. Okay, so there's no point doing that. If there's enemies to fight, there would be point in killing them. Alas, seems no. Oi! That's not great. I have been hit 2 out of my 4 times. But it's fine. I wouldn't get hit a 3rd or 4th time, would I? Nah. Besides, if it does happen, I'll just reverse time. Which is a thing I can do that is totally legitimate. Oh god, here comes the douchebag.
It's over.
Is it a waste using my finisher on blocks? Yes. Do I care? How much better is this doing? 104. Really? Wow. Do you have to... Is it like 1 Heartless per point? $105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117. Are we at 117? If so, then it's 1 Heartless per point. Fuck! It is 1 Heartless per point. That means you could actually yeah, that means you could level really fast with killing weak ones. It's not actually bad. But it would probably take longer than speed running a 10-minute level, right? Not RuneScape bad? Very few things are. There's the counter ring that would have helped me quite a bit in that one challenge, but it was fine. Let's just get EXP. That should be Trophy 17. There we go. Sector Sweeper for emerging victorious from every system sector. Let's put that in there. Swap that for that. Oh my god, go into this area. Thank you. Put that in there. Level 83. Thankfully no trophy for hitting level 99. Oh, hey, Requiems. We need their loot. Oh my god, what in the flowchart skill tree bullshit was I looking at? This? Oh, this is the stat matrix. It's cool. 4% chance on crit. Can we, bump that up? You can exchange your HP for loot drop chance. By giving away 90% of your HP, you can increase your loot drop chance to 16 times. Damn it, I need the... Give me a second of menu. Give me the menu. Thank you. Not speaking of trails, but me casually almost making the same mistake that everybody makes. Bandai Namco have announced they will announce a new remaster to the Tales of. I've never played a Tales of. And I'm not interested in starting for a very specific and funny reason, and that's that some of their games appear to be PS3 locked, and I try to avoid series that have PS3 locked entries. Because I don't know how to play them. So if I get that, that just leaves me with Danger Bug, Prize Bug, and Gold Tricholoma, which I'm not interested in going and looking for, but it's good to know. Oh, this is the wrong room. Huh. Haven't had enough yet? My god. Yeah, it'll take a while to level this, I think. Wait, did I just successfully hurt that fat bandit from the front? Does beginner mode let you hurt fat bandits from the front? What? Or is it my Keyblade? I've never seen that before. What? I can't up the difficulty, it's on critical! We are at, like, super end game here. In fact, this is my last stream of this game. I am collecting 20 trophies out of the 30 on offer because once you get 20, it will unlock the secret ending. I could go for all 30, but there's 2 that I actually can't unlock because, while this is an emulator of a DS game, I know it doesn't look like it because it's only got one screen, but it's been heavily modified to use one screen. That's why when I open my menu, it looks weird because it's the 2 screens. Well, at least normally it's the 2 screens. Come back, come back. There, yeah, it's 2 screens. You look at the list, seems only the Tales of Xillias remain on PS3, so maybe they'll remaster those. That'd be helpful. Yeah, no, because I like to play through series from start to end, and I mean, Tales would be a ridiculous one to do that with. I like to have access to most of the entries, and the PS3 is basically the black spot, right? Xbox 360 as well a little bit, but the PS3 is notably a problem because while it is emulatable, it's hard to emulate, and a lot of games don't work very well on it. Which one was the RPG series that had the entry that punished you for sprinting? Lunar? Are we talking about Lunar Dragon Song or Lunar Genesis? The worst JRPG of all time? As it was described on a... YouTube video.
It's over.
That's the first DS game I ever got. I didn't finish it. Whoops. There's Pokemon Diamond. I've also never finished the Sinnoh games, but I believe I did have one of those, yes. Um, 100 isn't even half, and we got 3 levels left. Yeah, I genuinely think speedrunning 2 worlds is faster than that. $92 for you. Listen, Sora, I've got a bit of a problem. We're collecting treasure to improve the city. Guess who lost it? If you find a silver ring, could you return it to me? I'll make it up to you. Thanks. Jasmine and I will be here if you have any luck. I have your ring. There's the last debug device. Got a bit of a problem. Crystal earrings. We have all of these. I wouldn't come to him until he had them all. Kabang. Night lenses? Is that an accessory? Last one. The ruby hairpin. There you go. And we get a command. Great. Let's undo this. Actually, no, keep it. Because when we do the speed runs, we'll do the speed runs with 1 HP turned on, just because it will give me credit in case I ever decide I want to finish this. Destroy that. Increases some stats there. Head in here for trophy number 18, which is the Quest Besta. So completing every quest. 99% of the collection, because we've got the last accessory for the night lenses, which prevents the enemy from blinding you. We cannot get D-Firaga or D-Blizzaga without doing the avatar mode stuff that is inaccessible. Kind of. So, put the trophy chip down. It's a magic plus 4, so let's put it here instead of a magic plus 2. Is there a magic plus 1 anywhere that we can... Better? Yes. Tons. In fact, let's just do a stock take. Have we got anything... You know, Fire and Blizzard plus 3. And Cure plus 2. That's a Fire plus 1, so let's replace it. Blizzard plus 4, don't replace that. It's Cure plus 1, replace that. Those are Arrow plus 1s, we can replace them with a Blizzard plus 3. There we go. 196 strength. Not very useful when everybody has 1 HP, but it's nice in theory. And the quests are all done. So now I have to speedrun. Let's try speedrunning Castle Oblivion in 10 minutes. Now, in order to do this, we just need to do 1 run of every world. I don't know if the cutscene time counts. We will skip everything, of course, but I don't know if it counts. go up to Tidus. How do you reach him again? Damn it. This'll do. Sorry. Damn it! There. Then you fight him, but he has 1 HP. Oh, he doesn't have 1 HP. Why does he have HP? Oh, I gotta start again. If you say no, do we still have to fight him? I want to get out of here so that I can restart it. Oh, that's weird. He was over there before. Yeah, money. Stop killing me, fuck! Understand. Now what? Oh, yeah, you. I don't want to go up to the door at the top of the stairs. I want to exit and restart the. Yeah, start over. Do we skip the fight if we don't agree to what they want us to do? I think we might. I cannot help you, Selphie. I cannot help you, Wakka. Yes, you skipped the fight. What I'm concerned about is the boss fight at the end, because if bosses don't lose HP, that's scary. Oh, fuck. name is Alice. It's D. That's this guy. We'll give it to the wrong guy so that it can, so that I can resolve this with one fewer talk to. And we're out. We have to wait. We can't make this go any faster than it goes. No point fighting things. Where the hell is he? Here he is. I got talk. Now only kill the one that attacks you. No, I refuse. Oh, that was correct? Cool. That's a problem. Done. You hate how Disney portrayed Hades as a bad guy? Yeah. Sucked a bit, didn't it? Oh my god! That was helpful. Where is he? He can be in any of those. James Woods is in fact a shitball, yeah. Oh yeah, still is. I'm an idiot. Good news is, save states don't penalize you. Don't do that. Don't do that. Fucking hit the fucking... Why is it so hard to land? Wait... What? Guess it's because you're not... I was aiming for the bud. When you actually want to aim for the thing in the middle. Alright, whatever. Oh, fuck. This is gonna be really annoying. Okay. Okay. Just turn from that. Right, all of that hurt. Okay. Come over here, you let that blow up, you walk away from it. Or you just die in the aftermath. Exospark, that does it. The problem is Pete gonna have health? Because he might. Oh god, he's got 4 bars! What's that? Nearly gone. Oh, I can glide? I can just glide. I didn't know I could glide. When was this? This was here. Let me hit him again. It disables your air slides, but it doesn't disable your glide. Fucking okay. No. Now, that said, we might not be able to fight this. I don't know how you would with 1 HP, though. Like... Okay, can we calm it for like a moment, please? I guess if you had like several triple bursts. Okay, I have this. Yeah, no, I need one from before I go to the door, don't I? All right, fine. I'd rather try him on big. Why doesn't it end? Like, you have to keep hitting him after he's like 1 HP or some shit. I don't know. There we go. I'm not sure if I'd rather get HP back or get critical mode off. But there, I saved. Let's just try it without critical mode and do it on critical mode another time. The other option is to get HP back, yes. But I wouldn't want to do both. Okay, he does still whack you one. Is this one here, but from before I don't think I did a starter save for the battle. No. Go, 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 go. It's a good start, right? That's not good. Not that one. Stop it. Okay. 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 Why did that even get pressed? That wasn't the plan. Okay. Okay.
Nice try. Nice try.
Okay. Well, I didn't know he was gonna do another one. All right. Fine, I'll go the other way for the second one. Still bad, still bad. How do you not get hit by those? They're huge! I guess like that. Okay, I don't care if that was the speedrun or not. I've beaten him with 1 HP, and that's good. That's the boss timer, not the world timer. Right, I have no idea. But if I didn't do it, that means I can do it again with HP. 20! 20? Wait, what? 20. Do I only have to do 1 world with HP 0? Fuck, I only had to do 1 world with HP 0. I just assumed it was the game. Because it says worlds completed with 12%. We're done. I don't even have to do the second spit. I almost... yeah, no, I was right. I was right to swap off critical and not my HP. If I had done the opposite, we would have had to do 1 more speedrun. It's good to know. What isn't good is that you absolutely should not do Castle Oblivion with 1 HP. You should do fucking Destiny Islands with 1 HP. Or Colosseum. Actually, I don't know how Colosseum works with 1 HP, because, like, does that take effect in the turn-based? Because you can't dodge hits, you can only reduce damage, you can't avoid it. So I guess you'd have to, like, never get hit, which is possible in beginner if you're super over-leveled, but... Yeah, no, 20 trophies. Alright, cool. Take that. I will put my trophies in, of course, even though I'm not going to use them, because who knows? Maybe I will decide to 100% this game on my own at some point. There's a magic +4. Have any magic +1s to... Yes, but can I put it in a doubled spot because it's a +4? HP +6. There we go. 20 trophies. 1 speedrun. Well, 2, because we did do the World 1 speedrun. That leaves 6 speedruns and 4 other trophies. Worlds completed on critical, Keyblades finished, and the Avatar pair. Yeah, you'll notice on the right, there's one of them's missing. Avatar Collector, I think, is on there, but Avatar Sweeper isn't on there, because they're not all on the scorecard. The ones that are just doing one specific activity, like kill the Ice Titan and kill the Eliminator, they're not there. Because they don't have score trackers. Avatar Sweeper is for beating the final boss of the Avatar sector, which is 100 floors in, and it is a bugged version of the Riku boss fight. So we have bugged Roxas in Hollow Bastion. We have bugged Riku in the Avatar one. I don't imagine he'd be any more fun than bugged Roxas. Let's just in case I screw myself in the future if I do decide to come back to the save file. Let me undo the HP 1 bullshit. Oh, we're still on... Right. Let me also undo the loot bullshit. There we go. We have a full wad of 386 HP. I kept this save just to see how long it took me to play the game. So 21 hours to play the game to full, 40 to finish it. So but we basically spent half the time in our post game. You might say 40, but that says 52. And you got to remember that I did idle the game for 12 hours. And actually, we spent a lot of time speeding up in Colosseum, so it's less than 20. It's less than 20. But yeah, 12 hours were idling so that I could play at night to work. Anyway, let's return to the title screen. If we go to the theater, we will find Signs of What's Next, a 2-minute and 26-second video that we just unlocked.
Yensid! I think we're finally close to figuring out where Ven's heart is.
Is that so? Then that leaves only Terra.
Right. And we've got to save all 3 of them.
The question is, what does Xehanort intend to do next?
Xehanort? But his 2 halves are gone. There was Ansem, who commanded the Heartless, and Xemnas, who commanded the Nobodies. Didn't Sora defeat them both?
Correct. Those 2 met their end. However, therein lies exactly our problem. Their destruction now guarantees the original Xehanort's reconstruction.
Huh?
What the fuck?
Xehanort's heart, once seized by his heartless half, is now free. And his body, which had become his nobody, has been vanquished. Both halves will now be returned to the whole. In short, this means Master Xehanort will return.
And you think that maybe he's gonna try something?
A man like Xehanort will have left many roads open.
Well, it doesn't matter what he cooks up. Me and Sora, we'll be ready. And Riku too.
Yes, they are indeed strong, but not true Keyblade masters like you. Tell me, would a single one of you suffice if what you faced was not a single one of him?
What? What do you mean?
Mickey, please summon Sora hither. Riku as well.
Of course, but why?
To show us the mark of mastery.
Reconnect. Kingdom Hearts. Honestly, Master, I can't help but feel like you pulled that kill the Heartless and the Nobody and the original comes back to life thing right out of your ass. We need sequels, Mickey. The corporations must make more money and the franchise must continue, but we are not yet done with our villain. Right, so that's recoded, except there's one more secret ending, and it's a secret ending that was added to the game, quote-unquote, for the HD remaster, which, of course, took the game away and replaced it with a 3-hour movie. What was entertaining is that you have to watch the whole movie in order to unlock this ultra ending, but the super secret ending. However, I didn't have to watch the movie, I just had to open every cutscene and skip it. But yes, we will return to this collection for the last time to watch this movie. Now, we could have watched Signs for What's Next in full HD if we wanted through this, but I earned that pixely garbage version, damn it, and I wanted to play it. So, Kingdom Hearts Recoded. Yeah, Signs of What's Next, which we just saw, now looks like this. Which is much nicer, isn't it? Pretty sure it's the same voice files, though, right?
Yensid! I think we're finally close to figuring out where Ven's heart is.
Yes, it is. So, next chapter. This is the one that isn't in the game that we just played, but was added for this. So, this creates an interesting situation because there's a character here in this next part where if it wasn't for this ending, this would be the only game since their introduction that they didn't feature in. So are they encoded or not? Because they're not in the DS version, but they're technically encoded overall. And that character is...
That was more difficult than I thought. But at least things are on track.
Xigbar.
Lord Xemnas is nowhere to be seen, so that means the party's already begun, huh?
Yes.
Man, does that Xehanort scare me like nobody's business. The way he can see into minds. And it doesn't help that no one knows what it is that the old man wants. I wonder if even you know what's going on inside your own head.
I will be led wherever it is I am destined to go.
Sounds to me like you don't have a clue of your own.
Every Keyblade Master is bequeathed a Keyblade of his very own. With the passing of time, as you can imagine, more and more Keyblades were forged to be handed down. But of all the Keyblades in existence, Master Xehanort's is the most ancient. That is my destiny. But it has yet to become a reality.
Hey, it's okay. This is all connected to the ancient Keyblade War, isn't that right? Whatever. I got my hands full with my own plans. So, which poor soul will it be?
So did any of that make sense? What I will tell you is that the bullshit boss from Final Fantasy, from Birth by Sleep. You've never actually seen that one, Guan. Ah, yeah. So that right there, the timeline of that conversation, we can watch it again if you want to mull over the interesting things that Xigbar says. That right there takes place now. It takes place. It's not a it's not a flashback or anything. You'll see all of you will see Zaldin, Vexen, Zexion, Lexius, Axel, and Syx. No longer nobodies on the floor there. All of the Radiant Garden organization members. They have been restored following their nobodies' ends. They are now people again. They are now Dylan and Braig, kind of, and Evan and Issa and Lee and Yenzo. They are all unconscious. Braig, Xigbar, is not. He's awake. He's active. His eye is yellow. And he is still evil as he was before he became a nobody. And he's talking to this guy. Who is the boss that we fight at the in Birth by Sleep, the secret boss, the really hard one. The mysterious figure is this guy. He's in an organization coat, he has silver hair, he is young. And he's not been in the game before other than that boss fight. Kind of. What would your knee-jerk guess be as to who this young figure is, Demon Dragon, and what their connection to Xehanort is? Because they have one. Clone.
That was more difficult than I thought. But at least things are on track. Lord Xemnas is nowhere to be seen, so that means the party's already begun, huh?
Yes.
Man, does that Xehanort scare me like nobody's business. The way he can see into minds. And it doesn't help that no one knows what it is that the old man wants. I wonder if even you know what's going on inside your own head.
So the implication is very clear that this is some form of Xehanort. No one knows what the old man wants. Do you know what's going on inside your own head? But this is very clearly not an old man.
I will be led wherever it is I am destined to go.
Sounds to me like you don't have a clue of your own.
Every Keyblade Master is bequeathed a Keyblade of his very own. With the passing of time, as you can imagine, more and more Keyblades were forged to be handed down. But of all the Keyblades in existence, Master Xehanort's is the most ancient. That is my destiny. But it has yet to become a reality.
Hey, it's okay. This is all connected to the ancient Keyblade War, isn't that right? Whatever. I got my hands full with my own plans. So, which poor soul will it be?
That is that. That's all we get for now. In probably 2 months, 3 months, once we've gotten everything we care to get out of Clair Obscur, we will move on to Dream Drop Distance, which is not my favorite game. I think it'll be a chore to get through, honestly. But it's not filler. It is the next step. It is the lead into Kingdom Hearts 3. It has a decent amount of filler in it, but it's also got some important stuff. And it's alright. And then we'll move on from there through a bit of faffing around with the other parts of the prologue to 3, and then we will get 3, and that's when things will start to make a bit more sense. And also the graphics style will get an update.